Hey guys, I wanted to shoot a quick video for all the people that follow us on Vape.TV to give you some tips on surviving and longevity in the vape business. One of our goals at Vape.TV is to ensure that the industry stays a human industry and doesn't kind of fall into the laps of governments, doesn't fall into the laps of big dead kind of corporate entities who, the last generation have demonstrated that having the tobacco industry, for example, be managed by the government and the corporations hasn't really led it to become a better industry. I mean, putting big, smoking will kill you signs on tobacco packs doesn't necessarily improve human health or make the industry better. And I think that we as a connected digital community can improve the smoking business and make it a healthy industry, both through our use of technology, our use of media, and our willingness to rapidly progress and iterate as an industry. So here are 5 quick tips to help you survive in the vape business if you're coming into the business as an independent business person, and I hope that they help you. So the first tip is very simple. It's that you should add value for your partners. So don't just, when you find products to retail or however you participate in the industry, don't just, I hear a lot of people in the industry say, oh, we're signing a contract, with the biggest shop, the biggest provider, the biggest brand. That doesn't really matter. Like I've been doing this for quite a few years now, and it's never been about the getting on board with the biggest brand. Often the biggest ones, I shy away from, or I deliberately turn away from, because biggest is not always best. Find products that you like for a particular reason. For example, I've just found a range of atomizers that are all ceramic that I really love. Add value to those companies, and you might find that in 10 years you're still doing business together. So develop unique relationships and make sure that your business adds value to their company. And the best way to do that is through good sales, good customer service, good systems. And when you get on the phone to that relationship, they'll appreciate the business. And the strongest connecting factor in business is authentic human relationships. So make sure that whatever you do, you don't just look up to a brand or a company to make you money. Your role is to add value to different companies in the industry as well. The second piece of advice is to develop advanced systems and continue to iterate on those systems. So you will need different systems to operate your business. Our systems at the moment are quite advanced, and I'll give you an example of one of our important systems. We've developed a very specific system for warranty processing that involves both streamlining the process, reducing the amount of time that it takes us to handle warranty claims, and it automates the documentation and it reduces fraud. So in my previous tip, when I talked about adding value, that concept of reducing fraud is very important for our partners, because by the time I contact them with a warranty claim, I've already made sure that the customer has given us quite a lot of information about what's happened, when it broke, how it broke, and so on. And even at this point already, quite a high percentage of our claims are turned around, because by the time the customer's finished, they've gone, oh, it works. So that reduces our partners' time. It reduces the financial burden on our partner brands, and it's a system that we've developed that ultimately helps both our business, the environment, and the industry as a whole. So if you build those systems yourself in your own business, it will improve your chances of longevity. So the third tip that we have is to be health focused. Now, I've spoken about this before. People don't think that in the vape industry or in the smoking business that you can be health focused, but I believe that by the time we finish operating in this industry, we'll be able to demonstrate that our work has saved many lives and both enhanced many lives. And I get that feedback on quite a regular basis that the products that we sell both help customers financially and they help customers' health. And when I got into this industry, the whole purpose was health. So don't let your business kind of or your mental be collapsed by the people that either through ignorance or maybe political pressure try to make you think that you're involved in killing people. Our business is all about health. In the early days, we had kind of conversations with different companies where, we made it clear that we were focused on health, and the kind of responses that we got were very much in the lines of, American style business where everybody's, scared about litigation. We don't run that way. I've never made a decision, out of fear of litigation. At the end of the day, ever since we started, somebody can come onto our website and leave feedback and say, hey, this product's really bad or this product's really dangerous, and if that happens, then we'll take action right away. So we don't feel like we're selling anything that's intended to harm people's health. Our media is very much focused on educating people about lifestyle, about different health issues. And the way that we operate, I never wake up and say, hey, today I'm going to go and sell people vaporizers. I feel like people enter different stages of their life when they are smoking. I feel like if they do that, the best way to do it is with a dry herb vape. And, at this point in time, we play a very positive role in people's lives in terms of health and lifestyle. And you as a entrepreneur can be in the vape business and do the same thing. So make sure that you communicate that in your marketing communications, in your websites and so on, and operate as a healthy business and a lifestyle business. And the industry may come to a point 10 years down the track or something like that where everybody has a vaporizer. And, that's what happened to the tobacco industry. People were smoking. Everybody had their favorite brand. And tobacco companies started to resort to nefarious tactics in order to sell cigarettes, like putting chemicals in there that were carcinogenic, that would make people want to smoke more. Now that's, whatever boardrooms that happened in is, it's obviously the work of Satan, and there's no need for the vape industry to sell so much or desire to sell so much to ever resort to that kind of horrific marketing or business decision making process. So, be about health. Make sure the decisions you make are about health, the products that you sell are about health, and in doing that, your business will survive and prosper a lot longer than those that are just focused on sales and money. The fourth tip I have is to run your business your way. Now, I find that all kinds of people try to influence you in the most bizarre ways. Like, I'll be honest in saying the whole time that we've been operating, I have not once gotten on the phone to a competitor and tried to, query them about their business or get competitive information or defraud them or do anything weird like that. But we deal with it all the time. If people want to run their life or run their business that way, let them do that. Don't get involved in doing that kind of stuff yourself. But when you feel that bizarre influence on you as a business, don't let it influence you. Be as firm as a rock. Run your business your way, develop your systems your way. Along the way, you may lose some partners. You may change brands. You may, have different conflicts. But if you, maintain your own systems, run your business your way, and get into the spirit of doing that at every turning point, you'll find that you have partners. Some of them are much bigger corporations. They want you to do this, they want you to do that, they want you to just compromise a little bit of money here or a little bit of this there. But when push comes to shove, when you get to the end of the road, if it's you that have to go bankrupt, or if it's you that has to deal with bad consequences, those other people that have been telling you to run your business the way they want you to, they're not going to come to the party. They're not going to say, "Oh, sorry that I told you to do that." So every decision that you make, run your business your way. Make sure that it feels right in your heart, that you're making the right decisions, both commercially, health-wise, and in doing that, I think that the people that do that, the companies that do that, will survive and prosper a lot longer than those that go along with corruption and nepotism and lax processes in the operation of their enterprise. The fifth tip that I have is don't spend your time worrying about government. So a lot of people are here in the US, they're worried about the FDA is going to do that, the FDA is going to do this. Don't spend your time panicking and freaking out about the government. Since I've been operating in Australia, we've exposed more corruption in our government than the government has managed to pressure us. And the stuff that we expose, in the government, it's not just political stuff. It's not like, we're just playing this little political tit for tat. It's stuff that ensures that our work in itself provides great health value for the community. So if you look at, the last generation of business leaders, that a lot of them are all kind of intertwined in relationships with government and so on, because that path has been an easier way to get funding. It's been an easier way to survive in business. It's all based on, people getting licenses for things that really don't require a license for traditionally. And I think that you'll find, if you stick to the spirit of truth, if you operate as a kind of traditional sovereign enterprise, that's one way that you may see it, or a self-contained enterprise where you're building your business and you join the community of people that fight corruption in governments and expose that corruption. It is a time of great societal change. So we don't spend our time freaking out about governments. We prefer to hold governments to account and remain independent, separate from them as a business. And I think that if the vape community as a whole both remains transparent, well connected, then we will be reforming the governments that drastically need reform, and we'll do a lot better as an industry in doing that. So that's all, guys. 5 tips to help you survive and prosper in the vape industry. And there are more videos coming from Vape.TV soon. Thank you.